Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, the show that gives you advice on everything from hair to fashion to skincare products. We'll talk about the latest trends in makeup, hairstyles, and anti-aging remedies. And we'll cover all of the newest fashion trends. If you have an interest in or questions about the beauty and fashion trends that might work best for you, the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast has got you covered.
Hello, and welcome to the GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I'm your host, Colleen, and let's just get into some beauty tips. So, I talked about in one of my last podcasts what to do beauty-wise for a Christmas office party. Now, I want to take a similar route with this, but instead, I want to talk about what to do beauty-wise for an New Year's party. For a New Year's party. Oh, I'm losing my words. So, New Year's parties are a lot different than an office Christmas party or something like that. Because most of the time, you're just going to be going to a friend's party. A friend's party or a significant other's friend's party. Or maybe you're just going out, or you're going to go somewhere that they're going to show the ball dropping, or you're going to go watch the ball drop or something like that. And I really would love to give some tips about what to do beauty-wise, clothes-wise, hair-wise, makeup-wise, that kind of thing. Because you can really go overboard with this if you feel like it. You can definitely go more out of the comfort zone than you could if you were going to an office party. Now, let's start with makeup. Now, with makeup, you can do a lot here, and definitely one of the big things that you could do is a smoky eye. Smoky eyes are, a little more sultry. This is probably going to be a nighttime event, and depending on what you wear, it's probably one of the better things to go with for an event like this. Now, you could do your basic matte black smoky eye, and that's fine, but it's not very New Year's-y. Now, to bring up the New Year's factor, I guess, you can definitely add glitter. Glitter is going to be your friend here for New Year's. It's kind of that party celebration kind of thing. So glitter is going to be a fun accent to this look, to any look. A lot of the things that I will probably mention in this do have some glitter or something shiny or sparkly. So I would definitely say you can add some glitter. Now, a good thing to do for a New Year's look, a fun thing you could do, is to do a simple eyeliner, but make it glittery. Add some glitter on top of your eyeliner with some glue, or you could use a glittery liner, which are very popular, and there are a lot of brands that have them out there. Or you could also go metallic. Now, one thing that I really like to look at for New Year's, when it comes to New Year's makeup and whatnot, are a halo eye. Now, a halo eye is when you're darker on the inner and outer portion, and you have a more spotlight in the center. Instead of doing darker on the outer and then going light on the inner, like all the way back in, you do dark on the inner and outer, and then you blend something nice and shiny in the middle or bright in the middle. Now, if you're doing this for New Year's, a fun thing you can do is a black smoky eye. You do a black smoky eye, but leave that lid open. You can take the dark colors into your crease, but leave the lid space a little bit open for some extra stuff. Now, you can put down a lighter eyeshadow and then add something on top of that, which probably would give a little bit more of a pop. But when it comes to a halo eye for New Year's, my favorite thing is a metallic-y glitter, almost wet looking halo eye, a wet looking center of the lid. And to really take that to the next level, you can do your under eye in a similar fashion. So you do the darker outside, just a small bit, probably just to about where your pupil sits when you're looking forward on both sides. And then in the center, you can add a little bit of glitter. You can drag it down a little bit. Don't drag it too far because then it will look like you're crying glitter. But that can really kind of bring the whole thing together and really make your eyes pop and can really add an extra oomph to your look. Now, you can also go simple. You can go as simple as you want. You could do a nice little, just some nice shimmer on the eye and that's it. You could go as simple as you want here. But if you're really trying to amp it up, I would go with a little bit, at least a little bit of glitter on the lid. Now, you could also do a cut crease, which I understand is a bit difficult for people. But if you feel like you could do a cut crease, then once you finish your cut crease, along the crease, maybe a little lower so it's not sitting right in your eye socket, which is your crease, you can put a line of glitter. And that'll just add a little bit of extra niceness and a little shine without being the full shine on your lid. Now, I love a good wet looking shine when it comes to amping it up for the holidays. I don't know if it's just the lights and all the, celebration stuff or what it is, but I really like a nice glittery eye when it comes to that. Now, your base makeup, you can do however you want for this. There's nothing that you really need to do to zhuzh that up for your New Year's look. But I think that it's something you can add a little fun pop of is on your cheekbones. For a highlighter, you could add a little bit more of a glittery highlight, and that would really kind of amp up that glitter. And I don't know, it's a lot of glitter, a lot of shimmer. Like, you could really kind of amp it up a little bit with that and kind of add a little fun twist. You could also use a colored highlighter, which would be kind of cute as well. Just go for something that's going to work for your skin tone. And I mean, to each their own. But that's kind of an extra fun thing you can do besides sticking, if you're really feeling, fancy. You could stick some little gems under your eyes. Don't go too close to your eyes because a lot of times the gems and glitter and whatnot that you're getting are actually not eye safe. So please keep those as far away. And if you're going to put glitter on your lid, make sure it's made for eyes. Make sure it is eye safe. That is an issue that I notice a lot, and it will irritate your eye. You could get it in your eye and it could scratch your eye. I know somebody who that happened to, and it's not a fun experience, let me tell you. But I get glitter that is safe. But if you're putting it on your face, other glitter is fine. But try and get something that's a body glitter instead of just your craft glitter, because that can irritate your skin. So you can add a little bit of glitter or a little rhinestones or whatnot around your eye if you think that is your kind of look. Sometimes if you're doing that halo eye that I talked about just a minute ago, instead of doing just the shiny bit underneath your eye line, your water line, what is that? Your lower lash line. That's the word I'm looking for. But if you're going to do a halo eye and add the semi-halo effect on your lower lash line, you could put a little gem right under the center. Once again, don't put it too close to your eye, just a little lower, and that kind of adds that extra push of fun and glittery brightness. So you could definitely try that. That's fun. Also, stamps. Stamps are great. You could add little cute heart stamps or star stamps. Star stamps would probably be one of the best. And if you're looking for a good face stamp, I would suggest going with Milk Makeup because they make face stamps. There's so many face stamps. They make really good face stamps, but on top of that, they make face stamps that come in different, all different shapes. So you really have a good, I guess, like, plethora of shapes to deal with. So you could kind of pick whatever is going to work best for your look if you go along the line with a face stamp. Another quick tip when it comes to face stamps is don't press hard. A light little press will get that right on there. If you press too hard, you're gonna get the circle around it with it. But if you're looking for that look with the little circle around it, then go for it. But I really think that these are just a few things that you could do to zhuzh up your makeup look for New Year's. I'm gonna take a quick break, and when I come back, I'm gonna give you a little bit more on the makeup for New Year's, and then we'll move into some fashion.
The GSMC Life and Happiness podcast takes you on a journey of exploration. We'll discuss tried and true methods alongside the latest trends of how to best live your life to its fullest and happiest. From psychology to meditation, science to self-help books, the GSMC Life and Happiness podcast will help you to discover what makes you happy and how you can live life being the best you possible. Download the GSMC Life and Happiness podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type GSMC in the search bar.
Hello and welcome back to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast. Now, before the break, we were talking about makeup tips and little things that you could use makeup-wise to add to your New Year's look. Now, I want to talk a little more makeup and then we'll get into some other fun stuff. So, I talked eyes, I talked a little bit about base, but there is something I want to add base-wise. Now, when you're probably going to go out with this look. This is something that you're going to go out into the world with and you're going to wear all night. I would go for some long-lasting stuff. So go with a setting spray that's going to keep your makeup locked in all day. Go with a foundation and concealer that you know is not going to wear off after a good amount of time. And then I would also say go with something matte on the lips, because that's going to help keep your lip on and you don't have to keep applying it constantly throughout the night. Because that can be a pain if you're just, every time you take a few drinks and then you look at yourself and you got lipstick on your chin or all over the mouth and you got to change it, or it's just rubbing away. It's better to just make sure you're wearing some stuff that is long lasting, because you're going to be at a party till like midnight. Maybe a little past, I don't know. Or you're just going to be on the couch and you just wanted to make yourself look super cute. But if you're doing the couch thing, you don't have to do this. But I definitely would say to make sure that everything you're wearing is going, like, makeup-wise, is going to be somewhat long wearing. Don't wear something that's gonna wipe off. And also, probably waterproof mascara might be good for this, depending on what you're doing, because you never know. I would just recommend a waterproof mascara. It is going to be kind of a pain to get off at the end of the night, but it will last. Let me tell you, it will last. Now, also on the side of makeup, you could do what I talked about in my holiday office party episode, where you can just go light on the eyes and make a bold statement with a lip. Now, since this is a New Year's party, you can go dark on the eyes and still make a bold statement with the lip. This is a big thing just in general for 2019, and I assume will go into 2020 as well. But it's just bold lips. Bold lips, try it. Try a bold lip. I have been saying this in almost every episode. Try a red, because it will look good on you. I'm just going to keep saying that because it's true. I really want people to step out of their comfort zone when it comes to this. And when it comes to New Year's, you can do that. When it comes to New Year's party, you can really step out of your comfort zone and kind of push the limits when it comes to that. You can go real dark on the eye. You maybe never go real dark on the eye, but you can definitely do that. And you can, go dark on the lip too, or maybe just go light on the lip depending on how you feel about it. But try red. Try a red. That's all I want to get across in every single episode of this, is that you need to try a red lipstick, because I promise you it will look good on you. But let's move to a different aspect when it comes to makeup as well. Now, let's talk the fact that these parties are most likely, almost 100% likely, gonna have you taking photos and, you know, taking photos with your girls or your friends or your significant other or whatnot. And it's probably in the dark too, so people are gonna use flash. If they're gonna use flash, I would recommend to still go for a lighter contour. If you're going for a darker contour with this, it's going to show up in the picture as kind of an almost unnatural line on your face. But you can go a little bit darker maybe than usual, since you will be in the dark and it will be a lot harder to see. I mean, I don't expect you to like just straight be in the dark, but it's going to be nighttime, you know? So you can kind of exaggerate features just a hair more, but don't take it much more than a hair because it will show up. Now, another thing you want to do when it comes to photos, especially with flash, is you want to use, if you're going to use a powder, use something that's not going to give you flashback. So those super fine milled powders, majority of the time will give you flashback. Now, I like the Laura Mercier powder and just their original powder, and I don't wear a lot of powder, but I've used it on brides and clients and whatnot, and I've also used it on me a few times, and I really found that that's probably the best when it comes to flash photography, is you're not going to see it. You're not going to be a flashback lady at all. You're not going to look like you've got powder on your eyes. And it's funny because you can look up a lot of celebrities on like Getty Images and you can see that you can clearly see the powder under their eyes. And I'm doing this to save you from that. I'm telling you this to save you from this flashback situation that you might have going on. So definitely use something that's not fine milled. I mean, some fine milled powders are okay, but do your research. The Laura Mercier is a given. Coty Airspun works as well, and the RCMA No Color powder. Those are probably the best. They're all at a different price point. The Laura Mercier one is a little more expensive than the other two, but it works just as well as the other two. They all work really well, and I would definitely go for that. Also, I would say to stay away from a glowy powder, because a powder that's supposed to make you glowy can sometimes just make you oily. And if you're gonna do a lot of photography and whatnot, you might want to go a little bit more on the matte side, maybe just a smidgen, because it will show up. Like, you'll look a little greasy in a photo, and that's not what you want. That's not what you want when it comes to, a photo. You want to look your best, you want to look flawless, you want to look beautiful, and I mean you are. Don't forget that. You're beautiful, I don't care. But I can understand wanting to look really nice in a photo. Like, I totally get that. I 100% understand you want to look great. Just be prepared that if people are taking flash, it can really kind of show the makeup on your face. But flash can look really good on a sparkly eye. You can really kind of see it, and it's great. You can use a lot of highlighter here. Once again, I've said this before, use a highlighter that's going to work for your skin tone. And then once that, you can go a little ham here, because that flash is really gonna show that shine on the side of your head. So if you've got your head tilted a little bit, where your cheekbone is pretty prominent, then it's gonna look stunning. So you can go, like I said, a hair above your kind of natural normal, because it is nighttime. But just be mindful of what you're doing, what you're gonna be doing, that kind of thing. Now, yes, I am a makeup artist, and yes, I do know good tips and tricks to help you out, but there are no guidelines when it comes to makeup. Really, it's just a creative outlet, and you can do whatever you want. You could go from just kind of accentuating your features and giving you a little bit more of a nice look. You can also just go full avant-garde with it if you want. Like I said, I think in my last episode was colored blush was in, and that could be really fun too for a New Year's party, using a nice cute colored blush. I really think that's up to you when it comes to makeup. It's always going to be up to you. But these are some tips that are really going to help you enhance your look and definitely help you for your New Year's look. And I definitely wanted to put in, I said definitely so many times, but I wanted to put in the little bit about photography because this is something you will most likely be doing when it comes to a New Year's party, but also it can be really helpful just in general when you're talking about flash photography. Now, I'm going to take another quick break. When we come back, let's talk some fashion for a New Year's party.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Welcome back to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast. Now, before the break, we were talking about what you could do makeup-wise to add a little extra to your New Year's look. Now, I want to go from makeup and go into fashion. Now, good things to wear when you're going to some sort of party for New Year's. Now, around this time, it is going to be cold. Just keep that in mind when I'm talking to you about these things, because you should really check the weather. Always check the weather before you go out, before you put anything on. Check the weather, because it could be completely opposite of what you think. And always bring a coat, especially if it's around this time of year, and it can be on the chillier side. Now let's start in the women's department. That was dumb. But let's start with the women. One good thing that you could wear to a New Year's party, but also end up wearing again, would be a little black dress. A little black dress. I'm gonna lose my words fully by the end of this. But a little black dress is always good. It's always a staple. It's something everybody needs, and it's gonna look great. Now, you could add a little extra to it with a fun pair of tights or a nice shoe, or you could just go with the little black dress. Now, once again, remember, it might be cold and to check the weather. So maybe if you're going to wear a little black dress, add a cute jacket that works, and maybe some leggings, depending on the dress. Or that's not the word I'm looking for, pantyhose. You could wear some cute little pantyhose or something along those lines to kind of keep you a little more warm. Also, a pair of boots are always good. They look so cute with a little black dress every time, all the time. Now, on the more jacket side of things, I guess, something that's just been really popular, and I think it really does make a statement, is if you go straight for a pantsuit. Now, the popular thing I realized this year would be a silky pantsuit, which kind of still goes with our fun theme, that sort of metallic-y looking pantsuit. So I go with a pantsuit. You're always going to look like you run the place if you're in a pantsuit. You're going to look great and fantastic, and you're going to be warm. It will keep you warm. Now, you could go full one color pantsuit and it'd be super cute. You could mix and match. I would definitely say this is a really good option if you don't want to wear a dress and you want to stay kind of warm, but you still want to look fierce. Go for a pantsuit. Now, if you're still thinking, I don't want to wear pants, I'd rather wear a dress, you can wear a dress, but the big thing that you could do is wear a dress with a pop of sparkle. You could wear a full-on sparkly dress, or you could wear a dress that's got a little sparkle here and a little sparkle there, or something along that line. And when it comes to sparkle, you could wear a metallic dress, a dress with a little bit of glitter somewhere, or you could also go sequins. Sequins are huge. Now, I'm not a fan of wearing sequins because majority of the time anything that's got sequins is pretty itchy. I'm not gonna lie. Sequins are just itchy, and they, depending on the quality of your dress, they can fall off like a lot, and then you're just dropping sequins everywhere, but that also goes for glitter. So go, maybe just, if you're worried about dropping glitter or being a little itchy, go for something on the metallic side or the satin side. And I think that would really be nice. And you could wear a dress with any of those, or you could go more pencil skirt route. Now, you could go for a sparkly pencil skirt with a plain top and maybe a cute little blazer, or you could go with a sparkly top and a plain pencil suit. Pencil suit. I keep saying pencil suit. I'm talking about a pencil skirt. Oh man, I'm losing it. But definitely that's an option if you don't want to wear one full piece dress. And also, pro tip, this is something I do with every single dress that I wear. Get a pair of little shorts and wear them under. I like to sit weird all the time, and it just makes me comfortable when I'm sitting in a weird position. Don't ask me why, it just does. But I always wear some sort of shorts underneath a dress. Make sure they're not so long that you're going to see them. But I always wear some sort of shorts just as a precaution, because you never know what might happen if you're in a dress, especially if you're in something that's kind of flowy and or on the shorter side. Go with a pair of shorts underneath. Now, you could also, like I said earlier, go with some sort of pantyhose, some sort of cute pantyhose. And that could help you in that aspect as well. But those are just like a few options. Now, if you're trying to figure out what shoes to wear, I would go with something comfortable. Now, honestly, you should go with something comfortable no matter what, because otherwise you're going to wear this dress or suit or whatever it is once, and then you're going to be like, man, I love the way that looks, but it feels so terrible. And that goes the same with shoes. I have a few pairs of those shoes. Like, I got a real cute pair of shoes where the heel is a spinal cord. Like, they are so cute. But they're very uncomfortable, and I don't enjoy wearing them, but I try and wear them every Halloween because they're super cute, and sometimes just cause. But those are the kind of things that you want to stray from, is something that's gonna hurt your feet. Because there's a possibility you could be walking, or you're standing, or wherever you are, you know, you might not be sitting the entire time. And so go with something cute. You could wear a cute pair of boots, like flat boots. You could wear a little bit of a heel. If you're real ambitious and wear heels all the time, then go for a big heel. But I would stray against a big heel only because it's not going to be comfortable throughout the night. And you don't want to be that person taking their shoes off. That's always me, though. I always take my shoes off. But you don't want to be that person taking your shoes off because your feet hurt. Like, that's the last thing you want to do. So I would go with something a little more sensible. Flats are always good. You could also do a fun pop of color with your shoes to kind of contrast against whatever you're wearing, or wear a sparkly shoe if you're not going to wear anything else sparkly. That would be super cute. Just make sure, no matter what it is that you're wearing, whether it's shoes or a dress or a pantsuit or even just jeans, like, make sure that you are comfortable, because you're probably going to be up for a little bit, and I assume you're going to be standing for a bit, mingling with people or what have you, and you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable. Even if you do look attractive, I bet you can find something that's going to make you look just as good, but also make you feel so comfortable. That's kind of just the main thing that I want to get across when I'm talking to you about clothing to wear to some sort of event or something like that is just be comfortable. You can still be stunning and comfortable. That's the thing. I love a good, like, super cute dress, but I want to be comfortable every time. Also, if you have the option, get things with pockets. That might be your lifesaver for the night. Pockets could be a good thing. Also a clutch. Probably a clutch, not a big bag. Now, we talked in my last episode about how small bags are in, and this actually might be really good for you for New Year's Eve, because you can keep it close to you and only keep the essentials in it. Just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. And you can keep it close by at all times. Small purse, you can feel if someone's pulling on it, that kind of thing. So I would say to go bag-wise with something smaller to keep just your essentials. You don't need to bring everything to some sort of New Year's party. Tiny bag to keep comfortable, clothes to keep comfortable. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Be comfortable. Now, let's take a quick break, and when I come back, I'm going to talk about some style choices, fashion-wise, for men. Because it's not just about our girls out there, it's also about our guys out there. Come on. Come on. Alright, I will talk to you after the break.
Do you want to be healthier, yet you just don't know what to do? All these shows telling you this and that, but nothing seems to work. Well, listen close. Golden State Media Concepts has got something great for you. The Health and Wellness Podcast dedicated to workout trends, healthy eating habits, diet, and everything about healthy living. Join us in our banters as we help you not just live life to the fullest, but live it to the healthiest.
Back to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast. Now, before the break, we were talking about tips and ideas of what to wear for a New Year's party. And I talked mainly for my ladies there, and now let's bring it a little bit towards the men. Whether you're looking for something or you got a guy in your life who's not sure what to wear, these tips and these little ideas might help you kind of figure out what to do. Now, when it comes to men, it's a lot easier to kind of figure out what to wear. Now, for men, it's a little bit more simple. So there's not a lot you can do, but there is things that you can do to really elevate your look. So I would definitely go, depending on where you're going is kind of what you're doing. If it's a super casual thing, you can wear a nice pair of jeans, maybe a nice sweater, or something around those lines. But if you're going for something a little bit more, which is what we're usually doing on New Year's Eve, I would definitely go for some nice slacks, a nice shirt, and a nice, like, dress jacket. Now, if you're going for that, I would go for a colored jacket. Like a nice fun colored jacket. It doesn't have to be super bright. Now, since it's New Year's, you can definitely go for black or gray or blue, maybe even a little bit of green would be nice. And that can kind of elevate your look a little bit. You could also go for a sparkly jacket, because it doesn't just have to be the ladies who are wearing the sparkles. You can wear the sparkles too. So you could definitely go for a cute sparkly jacket with a more muted rest of your outfit, and it would look so good. People will be complimenting you all night. Now, if you're not looking to go that out, but you want a little extra fun to your outfit, then might I recommend a cute tie or bow tie. You could wear a sparkly tie, you could wear just a fun festive tie, something around those lines, a pop of color in your tie, or something like that, to add a little bit of something without going over the top. Now, if you're going to do that, a fun thing you could do along with like a pop of colored tie or bow tie or something is to match that color to your shoes. Now, I talked about this in my holiday office party podcast, where for men, you can really wear a pop of color in the shoe, and it's just going to make your outfit so much more fun. Now, you can do that here too. Wear a fun pop of color in the shoe. Maybe if you're going a little more on the casual side, you got a nice cute jacket and some nice slacks or something, you can wear a pop of color in the t-shirt. Really go for a little bit of a pop of color without going too much. Now, I noticed that maroons are pretty in for men at this moment, so you could definitely go for a cute maroon shirt, maybe some maroon shoes. You could go for a brighter shoe. I really think that a pop of color in a shoe could really help you to elevate your look without going over the top. And if you're feeling crazy, go for a sparkly shoe. How fun could that be? But like I said, you've got a lot more kind of leeway when it comes to this stuff. And if it is a lot more laid back, don't feel the need to really push yourself out there unless that's who you are and you want to. And I mean, if you want to wear a sparkly dress too, you totally can. That's totally up to you. I don't know. There are not a lot of things that, I found to be like, oh, you should do this if you're a man clothes-wise, or you should do this. So really play with some fun stuff. You could also wear cute leather jackets. Now, leather jackets, I keep saying the word cute, and I'm talking about men here, but I can't think of a better word. So I really think that a leather jacket can up your look as well, give you kind of a more edgy look, add to your, whole ensemble. Now, you could wear a nice pair of slacks, a nice shirt, and a leather jacket. You could wear some nice jeans, a nice shirt, and a leather jacket. You could wear pretty much everything with a leather jacket, and it's going to look good. But also, it's going to keep you warm. Now, this is something that I just said with the women, is no matter what you're wearing, whatever it is, be comfortable. So if ties aren't comfortable for you, or bow ties aren't comfortable for you, don't wear it. Just don't do it. Try something else to add a little fun to your look. And if it's gonna be cold, bring a jacket. If it's gonna be really cold, make sure that you're kind of planning for that when it comes to what jacket you're gonna wear. If your shoes are like super new and super uncomfortable, don't wear those shoes. Just wear a comfortable pair of shoes. Try and be comfortable. Honestly, once again, that's really what I'm putting out here, is you can wear whatever you want, just be comfortable. Because you're gonna be doing a lot, most likely, unless you're like me and I'm going to sit on the couch and, watch TV or something. But I really think, depending on what you're doing or where you're going, be comfortable. Make sure that you're watching for weather. Make sure that you're figuring out, is it going to be hot? Because if it's going to be hot, don't wear a jacket. If it's going to be cold, bring a jacket. But you probably should bring a jacket anyway, just in case. Now, another fun thing you could do is to kind of match with your significant other. Now, if your significant other has like a cute, sparkly skirt on, you could wear a cute, sparkly jacket that kind of matches, and that would be cute. You don't have to I keep saying the word cute. Come on, I need another word here. But you don't have to match, but it is something fun if you're looking for that kind of fun thing. If your significant other is wearing some cute pants, you could wear the shirt that matches that, or the same thing. Maybe not exactly the same thing, unless you want to do that, go for it. But there are many a different way that you could match, mix and match. That's what I was trying to say. But there are definitely ways that you could mix and match and make a cute little holiday couples look, no matter what you're wearing. Now, a good thing that I think is super cute, and I've seen this before and love it so much, is that if you're wearing a cute little dress, your significant other, she could wear a cute pantsuit that matches your dress. I've seen this done before at a few different places, and I love the matching dress and pantsuit with ladies. It's so cute. And men, I definitely say you could wear the opposite jacket. You could wear colors that are similar, jackets that are similar but different colors. Like, there are so many options when it comes to this kind of thing. So many options if you really want to match. Now, a lot of times people don't want to match, and if you don't want to match your significant other, then take a peek at what they're wearing and try to kind of go in a different direction. Try not to wear the same thing if that's what you're going for. If you're going to wear the same thing, 100% gung-ho, go for it. Like, so for it. Love that kind of thing. But also, you might look ridiculous. But that's completely up to you. I don't care what you wear. You can wear whatever you want. And you're still going to be fabulous either way. Now, I don't have a lot more to say about the fashion aspect about this, so I'm going to take a quick break, and when we come back, let's talk some hair.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now. Don't bother. What's hot on Netflix and everything in between. That's gsmcpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit gsmcpodcast.com for more info.
Welcome back to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast. Now, before the break, we were talking about fashion for your New Year's look. Now, we were talking specifically about men's fashion for your New Year's look. I tongue twisting over normal words. That's what I'm doing today. But we've been talking about just how to elevate your New Year's look, or things that you could wear, or makeup you could do to kind of like enhance that New Year's look, or just wear to a New Year's party. Now, let's move on to hair, because we talked makeup, we talked fashion, but we have not talked about hair. Now, this is kind of similar to hair for an office party event. But instead of, just your normal stuff, you want to make sure that whatever you're wearing is going to last. Because once again, I assume you're going to be out pretty late, waiting for the New Year's to start, probably waiting till like midnight. So that's pretty late, my friends. And, you want your hair to last. You want your hair to last just like you want your makeup to last. Because after a little bit of partying or whatever you're doing, even just mingling, it's going to kind of start to lose whatever's going on. So a good thing that you can do to kind of up this is to just do a messy ponytail. Cute little messy ponytail with maybe a little bow accessory in the back. And so kind of no matter what, it's going to stay the same as it goes on. Another way that you could do your hair that might stay, but you're going to probably need to bring a little product depending on how you do it, is to do that sleek, like, back hair. Like, it's almost wet looking, but sleeked back. So it kind of stays in one form. It's super popular right now. It looks amazing. I don't think I can do it because I got a big forehead and I'm not about to get rid of my bangs for a slick back look. Slick back, that's the word I was looking for, but I said sleek back. Okay, so I'm talking slicked back hairstyle. It looks great, and it'll look really sleek. There we go. Ha! It'll look really sleek with whatever you're wearing, like sparkly-wise. It's a great idea to do, but once again, you might need to bring a little extra hair product if you feel like it's gonna start to fall out during the night, or what have you, unless you like straight do it and it is locked in there. I don't know. I think with most of these looks, you will need to possibly bring some sort of hair product, maybe a little spray, just in case you feel like things are falling down or not working properly. And if you can't figure that, a messy ponytail is always good. Another good one is a top knot. Now you can go super sleek top knot, and that should stay pretty tight throughout the night. Just don't do it so tight that you get a weird facelift. Don't do it so tight that it's going to give you a headache. That's pretty much what I'm going for. You can go for a sleek top knot or a sleek ponytail. But once again, you're probably going to need some hairspray with you for that. But if you lock it in pretty tight before you leave, it should last majority of the night. Once again, don't give yourself a headache with any sort of hairstyle you do, please. Also, don't use excess amounts of hair product because it's not good for you. So let's go to accessories for a second. Now, there are a lot of accessories that you can use when it comes to this because you have so much more wiggle room than if you're at an office party. Now, lots of sparkly accessories are fun, or metallic gold hair accessories that you can weave through a braid or weave through your hair, maybe a little bit in your ponytail, whatever you're using to keep your ponytail down. You can do some fun little bows. Bows are really popular as well when it comes to New Year's looks. Also headbands, cute little glittery headbands. Even a little tiny metallic headband would be so cute with almost any look. Now, when you're going with that kind of thing, a slick back, you could add some straight, cute, sparkly pins on the side, and it would look so good. Or with a messy ponytail, you can add a little bow, like I said earlier, or some sort of cute little accessory to the back. You could also do a half up, half down type of look and add some cute accessories throughout that, or you could just go braids. Braids are super nice too. Once again, make sure they're not going to fall out throughout the night. Use some bobby pins. They're your friend. But you can weave some cute little, fun metallic hair pieces within those, or just use them to clip off whatever braids you've got. Now, I think accessories can really kind of up your look, but if you want to go full on, I'm here for the glitter, I'm here for the sparkle, then you can go with hair glitter. You could do a cute sleek back ponytail but add some little hair glitter in there, but that's up to you. If you're going to do hair glitter, it is going to fall out. There's no avoiding hair glitter getting everywhere. So I would say if you're going to go for hair glitter, if you're just gung-ho and you're like, I'm going to go for hair glitter, this is my jam, this is what I want, then don't do your whole head in glitter. Just don't. It's gonna get everywhere. Do a little bit of glitter, a little accent of glitter, maybe pin back side of your hair, sleek it, there we go again. Slick it down with some glitter or something like that. But once again, make sure you're using hair glitter. You can use craft glitter, but it's not gonna stick like a hair glitter with a gel base would, or a hair glitter with a specific base for hair would. Now, if you're looking for something a little more old Hollywood glam, let's say, something that's going to be nice and cute, but you don't want to put your hair up, a good thing to do is brushed out pin curls. Now, this is something that's going to take a little bit of time, and I definitely think that you would need to kind of do, you got to set some time aside to do this hairstyle. But once you've done the pin curls and brushed them out, you're going to get that nice Hollywood wave at the end, and it's going to stay pretty locked. Especially if you use a little bit of some sort of product, it could help lock that in for even longer. But I definitely think they're going to stay pretty well. Most of the time, you're going to sleep in the pin curls, wake up, and then do it then. But there are ways to kind of cut corners with this look. Definitely look it up. If I can find a good tutorial on how to do this, then I will put it on the social medias, which is at GSMC_beauty tips on Twitter, and we are GSMC Beauty Tips on Facebook. We don't have an Instagram at the moment, but we are working hard on that, and I will notify you on Twitter when that comes, and then you can come follow and be a part of some fun stuff over there as well. Now, if you're just like, I don't want to put a lot of effort into my hair, which is what I do. Honestly, I am so much better when it comes to makeup. I am a makeup artist. I'm not a hair artist. I'm not very good at hair. And everything that I do to my hair falls out. But I know a lot of people who are very good when it comes to hair, and they've given me a lot of these tips along with stuff that I've looked up and done my research on. Now, I've always wanted to do pin curls, but I know it takes forever. But if you're like me, then definitely you can go straight. You can just straighten your hair, and but make sure you use a little bit of some sort of oil to give it a nice sheen, or some extra product to get rid of the frizz. I can't word. Tongue twisters once again. But those kind of things can help, and you don't have to do much. You can also just curl your hair, use some hairspray, let it, do its thing. You can do that too. But it might not stay as long as the other ones. Like, if you don't put a lot of effort into your hair, it's not going to stay in that same exact beautiful whatever you did for a while. And I'm the kind of person who's just going to be like, well, I brushed my hair, so I'm there. But there are occasions where I do take the time and put it into my hair because I feel like it's really going to elevate my look. And I think a lot of times for New Year's or New Year's parties or get-togethers or whatnot, it's a really good idea to kind of take that extra time to do your hair. Especially if you're going to go simple on an outfit. You can use hair as a statement, just like you can use shoes or a bold lip or something like that as a statement. You can wear whatever you want. You can do whatever you want to your hair. Just don't give yourself a headache from a ponytail. I've done that before, and it's a nightmare. Do not give yourself a headache from a ponytail. Just be mindful. Do what's going to be best for your hair. If you have short hair, you've got a lot of options too, but I definitely think a real fun way to just kind of get creative with it would be to add some accessories. Accessories can really make or break a look, and I do think that hair accessories here would really help out. Also, cute hats if it's cold. If you're outside, you can wear a cute hat. That's a good thing. That's not so much a hair thing. But if you're going to do cute hair and then wear a cute hat, you might not have cute hair after you take the cute hat off. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about some New Year's stuff.
The Golden State Media Concepts Travel Podcast, the show that gives you advice on everything travel. We explore places you've always wanted to go, as well as giving tips for traveling in those places. We'll give you advice on the best sites for travel tips, information, and discounts. Join us as we travel the world, explore cultures, and meet new people. The Golden State Media Concepts Travel Podcast has got you covered. Download the GSMC Travel Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type GSMC in the search bar.
Welcome back to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast. Now, before the break, we were talking about some good hairstyles to do for a New Year's party. This whole episode has been New Year's related. What to wear, or ideas of what you can wear, and the things that you can do to kind of amp up your look for a New Year's party. Now, I really think that when it comes to New Year's, you can go all out. I think I've said that a million times in this podcast, but this is the time where you can get really creative and people aren't going to look at you in a weird light for going too much. Now, I'll get creative all I want. You can get creative all you want any time of year when it comes to makeup or hair or clothing. Like, do what you love. But if you're kind of hesitant and not sure, but you really want to try some fun and over-the-top things, use New Year's to kind of do that, to be your gateway into some fun, creative looks. Now, don't feel like I'm trying to push this is what you should wear or what you shouldn't wear. to a New Year's party kind of thing on you, because you can wear whatever you want. That's completely up to you. You can do whatever you want to your makeup. It's all up to you. Now, I don't think I'm going out for New Year's, but if I was, I'm going to let you in on what I think I would wear. Now, I know it's going to be cold, so if I was going to go to a New Year's party, I'd wear a cute pair of jeans. I'm not going to go dress. That's just personal me. A cute pair of jeans. I have these cute green high-waisted jeans. I'd wear those. And then I would wear a semi-cropped top, something that's not going to show my belly, but definitely will go up enough to be cute with my high-waisted pants. Then I would match a cute jacket, probably a leather jacket. I also have one that's kind of a greenish shade that would go super cute with my pants, but it's not full leather, only the shoulders are leather, and not real leather, vegan leather. So I'd probably wear that, and then I'd wear my Doc Martens. That's what I would do clothing-wise, personally, for something that I would be invited to, because I'm not going to go to a big, fancy New Year's party. I'm just not invited to those kind of things, and that's okay. And if you're not, then don't feel like you need to go all out on your outfit. I've thrown many a New Year's party at my humble abode, and people show up in everything. They show up in the casual clothes, the clothes they wore at work that day, or over the top, just crazy looking clothes, and everybody looks great. Now, if you're going more casual, go casual. If you're going more zhuzhed up, go more zhuzhed up. It's completely up to you. Now, if I was going to do my hair with this look, I'd probably just straighten it. Just straighten it, no extra anything. Maybe curl it, add a little hairspray in there. And then my makeup is where I would make a statement. I would go full-blown smoky eye with a bright lip and a beaming highlight. That's just what I would do makeup-wise. I definitely go for that halo smoky eye that I talked about in the beginning of this podcast. But that's just kind of what I would do personally for a good New Year's look for something that I know I would be invited to. Now, or if I threw a party, that's probably what I would wear, unless I made it a fancy dress party. Then I'd go a little more on the fancy side. Maybe wear those spinal cord shoes I was talking about. But I thought since it's around the time of the end of this podcast, I would kind of give you an insight into what I would wear if I was invited to something that was a little more on the casual side. Because I assume that most people are going to be invited to a lot of things that are a little more on the casual side. But I would zhuzh it up just a smidgen, like I said, with my makeup and matching my pants with my jacket. And also, I didn't mention this, but the Doc Martens that I have a lot of little studs on them, and they are really a statement piece as well. But I thought I would just kind of give you an insight into what I would wear. Just so you know that it can be almost anything, but it doesn't have to be just full-blown glitter. But I think you can so get away with the full-blown glitter. Also, this is a time where if you have a beard, you can put a little glitter in there too. I told you not to do that for the office party one because, well, that's a work event. You don't want a full-blown glitter beard for that. But you can put a little glitter in your beard if you want to. And that's also if you are risky and live on the edge, because glitter gets everywhere and it never leaves you. Never. Glitter gets everywhere, and I want you to remember that for New Year's, is that it will be there with you, and it'll probably be there with you for the rest of your life. For real, though. For real. Glitter is just, it's a lot. But it really does embody the feeling of New Year's. I don't know why, it just does. It's kind of what we, at this point, are semi-programmed to feel is very New Year's-esque. And I definitely think you can get away with glitter. And glitter is fun. Sequins are fun. But just keep in mind that they get everywhere. They're just like little ghosts. And they don't leave you alone. And they're there forever. I put glitter in my hair when I worked at a camp. And I swear I still find glitter. And that was probably like 10 years ago or more. Probably more than 10 years. Oh my gosh. But I still feel like I'm finding glitter from those days, from way back when. So just a warning to all you who are thinking about going full-blown glitter this season. Now, I want to know if you guys do the New Year's resolution thing. I tried to do it once, and I think my New Year's resolution was like 2 years ago, and it was like, I'm going to hula hoop for an hour every day. I did for the first month, and then I just didn't after that. I want to know if you guys have any resolutions, New Year's resolutions, and if you've done them in the past and totally just kept with it. I want to know. Tell me what your New Year's resolutions are. Tweet me at GSMC_beauty tips. For real, just let me know. I'm so curious. I don't have one this year because, like I said, I'm not very good at keeping resolutions, but I'm very curious to know what other people's are and if they are strong-willed enough to keep on keeping on with it throughout the entirety of a year. This year is the year of creativity. I've already called it. 2020 will be the year of creativity. I think this will also be my last holiday podcast. Podcast about the holidays. This will be my last about the holidays podcast. But I want you to tweet me and tell me all your New Year's resolution stuff and show me pictures of what you're going to wear on New Year's. I'm so curious. If you're going to a party or if you take any of my tips, and maybe I'll do a cute little smoky eye, a little halo smoky eye, like I said, and I'll post it on the Twitter and the Facebook and let you guys know. Once again, we're working on getting that Instagram up and running, and I want you to keep a close eye on our Twitter so you can see when we've got it going. I thank you. Thank you. I just want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being the best. Thank you for letting me do this. Just talk to you for an hour straight, sometimes a little more. I want to thank you guys for listening to the GSMC Beauty Tips podcast. You guys are fantastic. If you like other topics, we've got a lot at the GSMC podcast network. Like I'm saying, there's so many things that you could go and listen to. Besides this, you should keep listening to this if you love things about beauty. And seriously, thank you for listening to this podcast. Thank you so much. Be safe out there, and I will talk to you in the next one.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, part of the GSMC Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type in GSMC to find all of our shows from the GSMC Podcast Network, from health and wellness to entertainment and life and happiness to sex and relationships. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's episode of the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast.